Day 6 of Celebrity Rehab. Today was the least emotionally straining day I've had so far. I just met with the occupational therapist today, and we made a hierarchy of triggers, avoidance. I don't remember what the fuck it's called. Basically, a bunch of like things or locations that I'm like avoiding or that trigger me, and then putting them, rating like how much they trigger me on a scale of 1 to 10, or how much I'm avoiding them, and then seeing which ones we should tackle first, because the goal is exposure therapy, so to expose me little by little safely to the things that like I'm avoiding, so that I can be ready to be back out in the world. And I really appreciate that she was like, when it comes to your case, there's like a racial element and a history of like racial harassment and racism and all of that. So if ever you feel like while we're out on any of these excursions, or even while you're here at the center and somebody says something, even if we might not know that it's racist or a microaggression, call us out and we will all correct ourselves. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate them saying that, because usually white people don't want to talk about race. White people don't want to talk about race. It intimidates them, it scares them. And white people not wanting to talk about race is kind of how I got here, or like not knowing how to talk about it. Because every time I talk about the shit that went down with my WSCC caseworker, the old one, everybody's jaw drops. And I'm just like, so what part is surprising? Is it the fact that she's literally somebody that works in an institution and is paid to help people get through these kind of situations, is racist and called me colored? Or is it the fact that a white woman called me colored? Because both of those things are not very hard to believe. So I guess they're more like gagged that she let her racism show, because usually they're good at hiding that. So yeah, she was like, call us the fuck out if you people is doing or saying anything that's racist. So they're very woke. We love a woke facility. Also, it gave me, where is she? I'm not gonna pick up, she's not here right now. A weighted blanket to take home, because I said I didn't have one yet, and I was hoping that I can buy one in town so I didn't have to wait for one to get here from Amazon. But they're like, oh yeah, while you shop around, just take this one home. And I'm like, yeah, I really just would do anything for me. Yeah. And my occupational therapist was talking about how she knows it must be overwhelming for me to be surrounded by like so much support and like love. And my God, it is. It really is. I'm just not used to this shit, to having like a set space to heal. I was just thinking yesterday while I was finishing Viola Davis's book for the second time, because like, first of all, I don't know what possessed me to read it over. The first time that I read it, it took me weeks just because I was so triggered by it. She's like, listening to her story, I'm like, oh yeah, my life was fucked, but hers was fucked-er. Created a word for it, because my God, the shit that she done been through, I can be like, you hold the crown, baby, I ain't got nothing on you. Although our lives were in a way very similar, so I think it was just nice to listen to somebody's story that is as fucked up as mine, and she got her happily ever after. So honestly, her book is a fairy tale to me, and it was just what I needed. Was it my first read of the year? No, it wasn't my first read of the year, but I definitely viewed it from a different lens this time. And I cried a lot. I've been crying so much lately, which is a good thing, obviously, because that means I'm letting myself feel. But I guess I didn't realize how good I had become at keeping my emotions locked away, or at bay. And yesterday when I was reading that book, I just even when after I got done reading it and I was just sitting down, I did and I think that it's a really good thing that I'm just able to cry now and I don't have to like prompt myself with like a sad movie or things like that to cry. It very much shows that I'm healing. And I was just talking about trust with my occupational therapist and how everything I've been through makes it hard for me to trust like not only myself but everybody around me. And I would really like that to change. I would like to genuinely believe that people have my best interest at mind. And then she was like, well, why do you think that you don't trust anybody? Why does the and I was telling her how like being here feels like a prank. It feels like y'all are gonna be like, gotcha at some point, because how can this place exist? How can you people exist? And she was like, well, why does it feel like a prank to you that people love you and that you're easy to love? And I just straight up told her, like, if I'm so easy to love, why doesn't my family love me? Riddle me that, since you went to school and you got your fucking degree. But that's really my thought process when people say that they love me. I'm like, okay, well, why doesn't my mom love me? If I'm so lovable, why does my mom not love me? She doesn't give a shit if I'm alive. And she gave birth to me. So if the person that gave birth to me doesn't fucking love me, how am I supposed to believe that anybody else does? And I put on my avoidance thing that I would like to be able to go visit my siblings, but they live with my mom. So she was like, okay, we can work on that down the line, because it's not that I'm scared to see my mother. I'm scared that I'm going to whoop her ass if I see her. Then I definitely won't be able to get to see my siblings. I just have so much anger, and I couldn't do anything or say anything when I was a child. Not only when I was a child, into teenagehood, and honestly even early on adulthood. I don't think I stopped being scared of my mom until like a couple of years ago. But I think now she senses that I'm not scared of her. So last time I tried to call her, she was avoiding me like the plague, because I was ready to confront her. And I feel like a friend person, I'm gonna hurt her feelings. I'm gonna enjoy it. But then that's gonna affect my relationship with my siblings. I feel like a baby daddy trying to see their kids, but the mama is crazy. But yeah, I'm grateful it was a softer day. I finished a puzzle yesterday, so I'm gonna start a new one today. And I woke up this morning at 7 a.m. Like I woke up without an alarm. Okay, I woke up without an alarm, feeling rested. I read a book, I journaled, I did yoga, and I took a shower and I made a smoothie for breakfast. I said, who is she? Who is she? I don't know. Oh, also I don't know if you could tell, but I've been going tanning at the gym that I go to, because by force, by fire, I will get to my natural darkness. I will be Lupita Nyong'o in the wintertime. I'm tired of looking light-skinned. So that is, what day is it again? Day 6, Celebrity Rehab. Oh, look at that. See, I'm tired from processing all this shit. Celebrity Rehab, Day 6.